Hey, hit him with it, Junkie.
On another level. I'm on another level. I'm on another level. I'm on another level. Pack up your shoes and shovels. Pack up your shoes and shovels.
Yeah. Hey, man. Like, here we are, man. I tell you, I got a new setup, man. I had to go get some new music, and I get my beats from this particular website, man. And I got to give a big shout out to Vira Beats. Vira Beat. Here it is. VYRE Beats. Give it up for Vira Beats.
Vira Beats.
See, man. I mean, this dude here, he be putting some stuff together, man. That's just one of them, man. So yeah, me and Football Junkie, we've been in the background back here jamming. What's up, Football Junkie? How you doing, brother?
Oh, pretty good. Just taking it easy, man.
Yeah,
that's about
man.
it.
Here we are, man. We got some things to talk about, man. And I guess we can, first of all, before I get started, I always got to give a big shout out to all our subscribers and all those that follow the Cowboy Huddle podcast. And we want to give thanks for you guys for being what can I call it? Being committed to the Cowboys Huddle podcast. Give it up one time. And as you see, on my left or to your right or to your left, to my right, whatever, however you see it, we got Football Junkie in the house. Give it up.
Good.
What's the deal, man? I'm sure you heard the latest, bro. I mean, this is nothing new. So, we got to get right on into this, man, and talk about this. So, we need to talk about Joseph J. Milton III. A lot of people saying, who is Joseph J. Milton? That's Joe Milton III. Named after his granddaddy, baby. Named after his granddaddy. Give it up. Third generation, baby. Ain't nothing like it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So So this is what the talk is, man. And I'm sure everybody's heard a little bit about Joe Milton, man. But really, Football Junkie. So basically, what it says, Joseph J. Milton is an American football player, quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. He also was a quarterback for the Michigan Wolverines and Tennessee Volunteer before being selected by the New England Patriots in the 6th round of 2024. Now, Joe is just not no ordinary guy. This guy is 25 years old, 6'5", and weighing at 247 pounds. You hear me, brother?
He's big.
That's a big boy, man. That's a Cam Newton type dude, brother.
He's big.
Jeez. So what do you think, man, on this move? I mean, now we know that they gave up a 5th round draft pick, man. But and I'll get into some more detail, but I kind of want you to give me a little give me your opinion about what you heard and what you've seen so far with this move.
It goes back to what we was how we closed out the last session we was with when we were together about don't be surprised the Cowboys draft a quarterback. They drafted a quarterback. This was by giving up a 5th round pick.
Yeah, you're right. And I was a little nervous. I thought, I was like, damn, we don't have a 4th or a 5th, but I think we got 2 or 3 5th round draft picks.
Someone like that. Some of those are compensational picks.
Yeah, there you go. Compensational. Yeah, there you go. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So that was I think it was a great move. What do you think?
I think it was a great move too because you ain't got to just reach and just go and get dealing with some of these guys coming out this year. I mean, he's no different than most of these guys are coming out this season. It's like, because I mean, he's still a project. Everything's a project coming from college to the NFL. It's a project. I mean, you hope that you can tap into this this player and get the most out of them. But still, at the same time, you just can't tap into a player and want the most for him and get the most out of him. You got to be able to create a schematic scheme that's for that quarterback. You can't just throw him out there in the water. It's
Wait
like
a
trying to
minute.
teach a baby how to barbecue, and you ain't even taught him how to barbecue.
Well, wait a minute, football junkie. You talking like he gonna be the starter or something? I mean, what you mean a scheme for him? He got to learn Dak Prescott scheme.
I mean, he can learn the Dak Prescott scheme and at the same time can excel in the scheme better than Dak Prescott. I mean,
Man,
hey,
you are in some trouble now, brother. We're bringing him in as a backup quarterback, and
a
football junkie.
upgrade, a upgrade backup at that big time upgrade backup.
Well, ESPN reported from Frisco, Texas, and this is from Todd Archer. This was on yesterday. He says the Dallas Cowboys search for a backup quarterback to Dak Prescott has landed on Joe Milton
Hmm.
the third. He also said the Cowboys acquired Milton and a 2025 seventh round pick at number 217 from the New England Patriots for a 2025 fifth round pick, number 171 on Thursday.
Hmm.
Also, yeah, down here, so they say again, Milton, who was a sixth round pick last year, played in New England, England season finale, leading the Patriots to a win against Buffalo Bills. He was 22 of 29 passes for 241 yards and a touchdown, while also running for another score. Were you did you see that game? Or I'm sure you've seen the highlights, right? What did you think?
Can you repeat that again?
The
The
numbers.
Buffalo, his stat line against the Buffalo Bills.
He was 22 of 29 passes for 241 yards and a touchdown while also running for another score.
And this is one of your premier defenses. He did it.
Well, I
They
don't.
top 10.
Well, it was the last game, so I don't know if Buffalo had all their starters in there. Okay,
Okay,
I
but
got to be fair. I can't. I mean, I
why
can't just. We're not going to hype them up like that. I think because I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I could be mistaken.
wasn't Buffalo in contention with
I'm not sure.
Baltimore and Kansas City for home field advantage in the playoffs?
Could have been the case. We have to go back and look at that, and then they may be the case. And I'm not taking anything from them, but yeah, that's if that is the case, yeah, this guy put some numbers up, and I saw the highlights of this kid in that particular game, and yeah, man, I mean, the dude has a rocket for. Oh, but before we do that, let's hear what we have to say, man. Let's get into. I got video. Yeah, I
Okay.
got video. So let's let's see if we can hear what he has to say because he definitely is in the house at the AT&T Stadium. So let's see what's going on. Let's hear this real quick.
Here alongside new Cowboys quarterback Joe Milton the third. Joe, thanks for making some time. Just your initial reactions to being in Dallas, the news when you got the trade, and now being a Cowboy.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. Just it was great. It's a blessing come true. That was something that, me and my team talked about and was able to get done. So, it's just a blessing to be here.
You've only got just 1 year under your belt, still plenty of room left to grow and get more experience in this league. What did you take from your rookie season, and how do you look forward to building on that?
For my rookie season, I grew a lot. Football is football at the end of the day. But for two, just having fun, enjoying the best thing I can do, and that's going out there and just having fun with it. And enjoying my teammates, get to learn different people, lore and experience different things with them.
Some of the early conversations that you've had with Brian Schottenheimer and offensive coordinator Clayton Adams, what have been like, and what have they told you about how they want to utilize you in their offense?
Nothing was being said yet. Just pretty much getting the feel of who Joe Milton is. And just trying to get a feel for them as well. So it just pretty much haven't been talked about. So I guess we'll see when it happens.
And for Cowboys fans who are asking that same question, who is Joe Milton?
Yeah, I'm a cool, calm, collected person. You know, I like to have fun. I'm very passionate about football. I play Call of Duty here and there, and you know, I like being me. You'll always see me smiling, for one, and I'm always, you know, enjoy my teammates to the best that I can.
And that one game that you played last season for the Patriots, there's a lot of good stuff on tape. What did you learn just being able to start that game, and how do you look forward to being able to put some more starts together here down the line?
You know, just playing in that last game, I realized that, you know, football is just football, no matter what level you're on. You know, just approach the game the same. Go out there and, you know, execute the way you will if you was in college or high school. And then for the way that you prepare, your preparation is very important. So always prepare as you the starter. And then, you know, go out there and execute when your name is called.
Were you coming to Dallas, joining a quarterback room that's got Dak Prescott? I know that you had mentioned that your family grew up as Cowboys fans too. What is it like to now be in the room with him and be in that room as a Cowboy?
It's great. You know, he's a great person. You know, this is my second time meeting him. Just being around him, and you know, I feel the great energy that he brings, and you know, just willing to look forward to learn from him, and really compete.
One of the
Whoa.
biggest parts of your game is arm strength. We've seen you throw an orange 100 yards and a football probably 90.
Yeah.
How far do you think you can launch that pill?
Uh, Man, right now I probably got 95 for you right now. Yeah.
I don't even know what to say to that. Joe Milton, new Cowboys quarterback. Thanks for making some time.
No problem. Thank you.
Bro, give it up for Joe Milton, man. What do you think of that interview, brother?
I'm first gonna let the people know I'm very analytical. He opened up the wrong way. Should have just told him I'm a winner.
Say, wait a minute, say that
I'm a
again.
winner. I'm a winner. I'm here to compete. That's who Joe Milton is. I'm a winner. I'm here to compete.
So I wonder how I guess my question is how did he fall down? How did he fall so far in the draft?
Uh, he had a similar injury that Dak Prescott had with the ankle.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, he had one of those type of injuries, something similar. I'm not
So
for
no
sure
one.
to his totality, but he had a very he had injury plagued college career. Yeah,
So that
ankle, knee.
okay, and you know what? And you probably right about that, and that probably hurt him right there, cause, uh, yeah, and I guess no one wanted to take a chance on him on that, but yeah, man. So this is what we got now, and I remember him at Tennessee.
Yeah, he played some
And
good ball.
yeah, I mean, man, I'm telling you, he got an arm on him, man, and he throws the way he throws the ball. He throws with confidence. It's no
Right.
second guessing. It's he releases the ball and he puts the ball where it needs to go. So
Yeah.
I mean, you know, this is something. But here's a few things that I saw. I heard him say in this interview. He said his family is Cowboy fans. Give it up.
Yeah. He did say that. He grew up
Can
watching
you
the
imagine?
Cowboys. Yeah.
They are so
Yeah.
excited, bro. They are
So
so excited right now.
can I ask you this?
Yes, sir.
So the Michael Parsons Cowboy fan. So Michael Parsons got him a co-host on the show now.
Oh, I'm sure. Now listen, man. Now, y'all, you guys gonna have to stop trying to put this man ahead of Dak Prescott. This guy comes in
I
as
ain't
a
put him.
backup quarterback.
I
Backup.
ain't.
This is not your new starter.
I'm.
But
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm talking about Michael Parsons talk show. He has his little podcast. Is he gonna be on Michael Parsons podcast? He likes Cowboy family fans of Cowboys and stuff like Michael Parsons.
yeah, yeah.
Parsons gonna
But
have my co-host now.
I guess the question. Hey, babies, how y'all doing? And my
That's what
man
it
got
is. That's how
well.
you go. That's
Hell,
how
we
they
got
gonna be like neighbors. Huh?
has Dak been on the show yet?
But but you know what though? I'm gonna put it like this, man. We talking about we talking about Joe Milton. Okay, this is the topic. Hot. This is the hot topic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
As Hispanic people say, this is the cheese bit. This the gossip.
yeah.
Okay. But uh, when it comes to Joe Milton, when you look at Joe Milton, when you do the eye test of
Yeah.
that guy, you do the eye test of Joe Milton, and I ain't even talking about just on the football field. We're talking about just boom, the eye test. Joe Milton fits into what the swag that's in that locker room.
Oh wow.
Just
Yeah.
look, just look. Dak is what them dudes consider a lane.
What?
A
Wait.
lane.
No, come on, man. Come on. Stop. Stop. We're not gonna do that.
Dak is.
Listen,
I mean,
it's like you kicking your girlfriend to the curb because somebody new came on the set. You know.
but if that person that's got came new on the set, it's not about the green grass being green on the other side. It's about that energy and that true vibe connection. If your present girl is not giving you that connect the dot connection, you know what I'm saying, mental stimulation compared to the new that's giving you the mental stimulation. Come on. That's what the people in Dallas need, a mental stimulated situation going on. They need to be mentally stimulated. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just game day motivated, they need to be actually mentally moved about what the Cowboys are doing progressively.
And I
Yeah,
agree
Joe
with you.
Milton got 2 years, dog. He got 2 years. I'm telling you right now, he got 2 years. He got this season to push that Prescott, and
Well,
next season to
I was
showcase himself.
okay, babe. I'll be in there in a minute. Okay. But
Cowboys, man, ain't finished looking for Archie Man. Cowboys after Archie Manning, dog.
ah,
Cowboys, man, Cowboys. Just look at what they're doing. The whole situation is they rebuilding true indeed. They bringing in some competitive personnel, some quality competitive personnel. Think about it. Everybody they pretty much brought in was either a top 5 first round pick of some
well,
sort in their drafts.
a lot of people saying that was a wasted picks. I don't think so. I think that was a pretty good move by them bringing in former first round draft pick. People can say what they want to say,
They
man,
can say
about
what they
oh
want to say.
this game is totally different from the outside looking in. It's not that
Exactly.
easy. I don't care if you were a first round draft pick, man. Things happen. In this league, on the NFL side of, and it kind of pisses me off when I hear people sit up there and say, "Oh, he was a wasted first round draft pick." Man, you don't know what a person put in to even become a first round draft pick. But
Okay.
here's the problem. Here's the problem with the football junkie. A lot of these individuals that's former first round draft pick, these teams are choosing them and picking them, and when they don't fit the scheme,
Exactly.
that happens a
Exactly.
lot.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's 11 on 11. Defensively and offensively. And it's got the pieces got to mesh up all the way across the board. Everybody got to be on one sound mind, one motion. Move. I'm talking about they can't just flow like water. They got to flow like water pushing like wind pushing the water.
Yeah, and that's
All
so
in
true.
one force.
And the same thing with Joe Mixon, man. I mean, not what Joe Mixon. I mean, Joe Milton, Joe Milton the third. Basically, just it's he could have been ranked a lot higher, but he fell where he is. Like I said, it's a business, but he had the opportunity to showcase against Buffalo Bills, basically, which got our attention, and we was able to bring him here. But at the same time, we'll get a chance to see a lot of Joe Milton because I don't think Dak will be ready until the first week of the season. And with that being said, this is something that Jerry had to say. He said basically, according to, and this comes from Todd Archer as well, Prescott, who has missed games in 4 of the past 5 seasons because of injury, is coming off of surgery to repair a torn hamstring. Okay, we know that. But this is what Jerry Jones had to say. He said his rehab has gone well, but the Cowboys expect to limit him some during the offseason program. Now, Jerry quote said, "I don't know the definition of what full participation might mean. Everybody will be smart about it." Owner and general manager Jerry Jones said, "Choose it for me. He's every bit under the circumstances on schedule to be ready in a very prudent way for us to have the year we want to have." I think he's getting ready to go. He should be there timely, be able to execute individually and in team, and what is required for a lot of spring. He should be
Hmm.
able to do things within this reason as far as risk is concerned in training camp. So this is what Jerry's looking for. Jerry's saying that, look, I done paid all this money. I'm expecting this man to come in here and be ready to go.
Right.
But I don't wish no ill will on anybody. But the thing about it is, Joe Milton will be ready if something just so happened to happen to Dak uh, throughout the season. So yeah,
I mean, that's a good look. I mean, because I mean, uh, he's a hell of an upgrade over Cooper Rush. I feel
yeah,
like,
yeah,
what I'm saying, as far as tangibles and
right,
whatnot and physical, he's a hell of an upgrade. What I'm saying, and then being that Trey Lance, we just a bump in the road. You know,
yeah,
uh, situation with Trey Lance, and then I mean, Will Greer, he's back in the fold due to because of the lack of backup quarterbacks behind Dak Prescott. So Will Greer's back in the fold. Uh, More than likely, Will Greer gonna be there for the whole season this time
yeah.
instead
I'm
of
sure.
just going from the sideline suit up to the practice squad from being at home.
Yeah,
I think he'll probably be there for the full season this year, suited up. Because basically Cowboys keep three quarterbacks and we only got one, Dak. Now we got Joe in the mix. They brought Will back a couple weeks ago. So, hey, we're gonna see how it go. I
yeah.
mean,
No, I agree. And then another thing I heard Joseph J. Milton say, he said he's looking forward to having fun
okay,
and
yeah, yeah.
ready to compete.
So that means he's gonna be, yeah. And you gotta look at it. He played in two power conferences, Michigan, transferred from Michigan.
Yeah,
He
Big Ten,
transferred to Tennessee.
SEC.
I remember him over at
Yeah,
Michigan because I think he was like number 17 at Michigan. But he hadn't. He was. I think I saw him like his freshman year at Michigan. He was a little slim. He hadn't fully just developed all the way. But no, he was like number 12. He was number
okay,
12 to be exact.
okay,
I remember him. Uh, and he was under Harbaugh then. He was with
yeah,
he was with Harbaugh, and I think Harbaugh leaving had a lot to do with him going to Tennessee. So he got a national championship ring, if I'm not mistaken. No,
yeah.
no, he left.
No,
He
no, he
left.
didn't. No, because
No, he
they
didn't.
just, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, he
But yeah,
didn't.
I mean, yeah, those are two Power Fives. Those are two powerhouse teams that he's played for. So, and we always say the Big Ten and SEC is probably the two most competitive conferences out there. That's
Yeah.
closest to the NFL level. But I
Hmm.
remember him at Tennessee, man, and I've watched him several times. And but again, from what I've seen from this tape that we just here recently that they've shown with him with the Patriots against Buffalo. I like the way he throws the ball. I mean, it's not indecisive. He's decisive. He's confident about his throws. And the dude can throw the ball back during there 90 yards. You heard he say he got about
He got
90.
it. He launched that bad boy.
Yeah.
He launched
So
it.
that's good. But so again, we like to say welcome Joseph J. Milton to the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So, real quick before we get out of here, but also I want to share something with you, man. So we know ex-Cowboy, former Cowboy quarterback Trey Lance has finally found himself a new home, signing a
Yes, sir.
$6.2 million deal with the Los Angeles Chargers. Give it up.
Whoa. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it also says that former Cowboy and 49er quarterback Trey Lance reached agreement today on a one-year deal worth up to $6.2 million with the Los Angeles Chargers. Lance and Taylor Heineke are now behind starting quarterback Justin Herbert. Give it up. So, yeah, this is good. You think football junkie? This is good.
I mean, yeah, it's good for Trey Lance. I'm happy for him. He gets a third chance at possibly, doing what he do. But
Yeah,
he's in career backup quarterback mode right now, from where it's looking.
yeah, that's where
Because
it's looking.
Heineke, he's not all that his dadgum self. I remember when he was over Chicago, stinking it
Hmm.
up.
Yeah, he was with Heineken was with Washington as well, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
he's a
Heineke,
journeyman too.
he's tough. He's a tough cat, though.
He
Man,
tough.
take
Oh
it to him. He's
yeah,
tough.
he had almost got Washington. In the matter of fact, what is the last time they was in the playoffs?
Yeah, it was Heineke. He
It was
took over.
Heineke.
I forget who he took over for. Somebody went down. I can't remember the quarterback at the time, but quarterback went
Yeah,
down and he stepped in. But yeah, yeah. So they got that going on over there. That's where Trey Lance is. But we wish him the best, man. Hopefully he'll get his break. Because I had heard some about him going to the Canadian League, but
yeah,
Canada kicking
yeah.
everybody out.
And
But
they look some tariffs.
yeah, yeah. I don't know how that's going, but I don't know how that's going. So they went on with the charge away, which is good for him, man. But let me ask you this, man, and before we get out of here, but let's get into this debacle of Jerry Jones and Michael Parson and the agent situation. Um, I'm sure you heard the interview by now, man, and you heard what took place. What is your thoughts on the Jerry Jones and his comments towards Michael Parson and his agent?
About he not knowing who his agent is. He,
Come on.
Jerry just be talking.
It's
He be
time to
talking.
take the keys away, bro.
He be talking, man. I don't know if it's that. Is he on Duce, Cavassier,
Yeah,
Crown Royal,
yeah, yeah.
uh, W? I mean, he
He
on
on that
he ain't drinking from the top no more. He drinking from the bottom. He
he
just
drinking
drinking.
hey,
Drinking.
he drinking that double L Wellers.
That's what's.
He drinking that Tanqueray gin.
He done stopped drinking from the top and just went to the bottom, man.
Bro, I mean, why would you
Uh,
I guess the question is why would he even that's such disrespect, man. And at first I
and
tried to defend
disrespect.
him. I tried to defend him, and and after listening to it, man, I can't defend Jerry, man. Jerry, man, we got God Almighty. This is I mean, make sense of it, man. I mean, bro, Jerry, what are you doing, bro? I mean, you're not wide earth. Nobody's scared of you, Jerry Jones. You're not the Duke. You're not John Wayne. You're not Doc Holliday. Stop it. They're not scared of you. I understand what you're trying to do. Oh, yeah, it don't have anything to do with. Yeah, it has everything to do. Yeah, it has everything to do with the agent. Just like, okay, so if you need a lawyer, you don't need them all the time, but you still have them there when you need them. So how dare you say something like that? I mean, Jerry, come on, man. Somebody take the keys from this guy, man. God Almighty, I mean,
Jerry,
this is ridiculous.
Jerry's out Dallas, Texas.
Yeah,
He said, I
yeah.
run Dallas, Texas. The mayor do what I say.
This don't. He said this doesn't have anything to do with the agent. Wait a minute.
Oh, shut up.
You know,
Oh,
I did.
the
I did
negotiator.
football junkie. I tried to take up for him before I actually had listened to the audio. And after listen to the audio, I mean, come on, man. You throwing shade, you throwing mud, you just doing stuff just, as if this man, and he's one of the most known, well
Well
agents
known.
out there. Yeah, well known agents out there, and you don't know who he is. Stop. But
Jerry fool around get his throat cut fooling with that man like that, just being blatantly stupid and disrespectful. This man
yeah,
probably Michael Parsons probably was going to take that 35. This man might say, no, we going for everything. Let's get
yeah,
this now he ain't no longer thinking about Michael Parsons, he's thinking about his pockets too now.
yeah, of course.
And
That's
we
exactly
we gonna go somewhere else then.
yeah. So here we are, man. Getting ready for the draft in a few weeks. And man, if I don't know if you've seen it or not, but the Washington Commanders are doing a number over there, bro. They just picked up
Yep,
Michael Gallup. They got
yep.
Terry McLaurin. They also
Depot.
they have Noah Brown. They had Debo Samuels. dude. I mean, Dan, but that's who we let go. Dan Quinn. We always
Firepower
thought Dan Quinn was going to be the next man up, but evidently that wasn't the case. So yeah, they got
when they
Noah
came.
Brown, KJ Osborne, Chris Moore, Casimir Allen. So they got a plethora of
Yeah,
receivers over here.
firepower.
Yeah. So what is it going to take for us to be in the runnings? Starting with that 12 pick. Where are you going with that 12 pick, bro?
Everything we hopefully done for the offensive side of things. It's been good, but have we had that one wow factor? Besides, I mean, Joe bringing in Joe is, what I'm saying, it brings a more serviceable and quality quarterback than Dak done had next to him since he's been with the Cowboys. So this is be the most competition that Dak done never had since he's been the starting quarterback for the Cowboys.
That's true.
Um, when you look at the running back situation, I believe we upgraded compared to last season. Yeah, offensively, for his wide receiver situation, it's still questionable.
Hmm.
Our wide receiver room is still questionable. Offensive line room is still questionable too. So we really won't know until we get on the field, man. What's what and how the new coaches and stuff like they get everything aligned up for this offense to attack. Because the
Yeah.
one component to this offense is the lack of a running game.
Yeah.
And the lack of a running game has a lot to do with them being able to be effective in the red zone.
Yeah. Of course.
So with that 12 pick, man, they either gonna go running back or wide receiver, dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Now personally, I wouldn't have a problem with him going first round with a receiver. To again, we need somebody on the other side of CD Lamb. I mean, we have to build from the outside in on this particular draft.
Hmm.
And personally, I would, if and I would really even fall back. I would fall back a football junkie to get 2 second round picks. I would if somebody's there at 12 that somebody needs, I would fall back to get a second round pick and give us 2 second rounds so you can get that defensive lineman and you can get your running back if you want to do that, whatever. Well, you can still get your running
Hmm.
back in the third round, but you can load up with them first 3 rounds if you get that extra second round pick, man. So I would fall back to 18, even 20 if I have to.
Hmm.
I mean, because there's so many available players out there, skill players for sure, defensive tackle. So yeah, did you can go out there and make some moves in them first 3 rounds, man. If you want to do that. So personally, with this first round, I wouldn't have a problem if what's his name, Tat McMillan is out there. I'll
Yeah,
go get
yeah.
him. If I see me getting a receiver in first round before I get a running back because there's so many running backs, and
Right.
I just think Ashton Genty is going to be gone before the top 10. So
Oh yeah, I'm that's Genty as a Cowboy is not gonna happen.
yeah,
That's
so you're right,
unless
right,
Jared just say, "Oh, let's go to take this 12 and see if we can package this 12 up with a something else and let's move up." Okay, Jared.
yeah. I just don't want them to mess this off, man. But yeah, with that 12 pick, man, I don't have a problem getting a receiver that first round. And then backdooring that with maybe a running back with the second round pick, and maybe getting a defensive lineman. We still searching for a DT, man, because Mozzie
Oh yeah.
just didn't work out for us, man. It's just sad, but we I don't even know what that's gonna look like with these new coaches. So we don't know what that's gonna look like. But
Yeah.
again, yeah. I just hope they don't mess this off, man. And I think Fleabug said it on Wednesday night. She said it's all about what we do with the first pick.
It
The
sure
first
live.
pick, the
That's
first
real
pick is
tough.
the telltale sign.
It could really set the tone not only for their draft, but also everybody else's draft pick because that 12 pick is in the middle of the draft. That's in the heart of the draft right there.
Yeah, it is. That is that you are so right
I
about
mean,
that, man.
that's if you in picks 1 through 18, you in a sweet spot.
Yeah, because the talent is so deep this year in the skill positions for us, the running backs and the wide receivers for sure. But I wouldn't have a problem if we wouldn't got a cornerback in the one between the two at the second and third round because we still got to figure out what we're gonna do at cornerback.
Yeah, yeah,
So we can't
we
forget about
do.
that either. So, but I just want the Cowboys to realize that there's a reason these players are first round, and there's reason that some are sixth and seventh round. So let's just not blow it. Let's just not blow it, brother. So what's your last words before we get out of here, man? We don't held these people up for a good 30 minutes, man. So what's your last words before we move on, my man?
Oh man, I really don't have no last words. I'm just, I'm just sitting back and just watching and taking it in, for
Yeah,
the most part. But there is hope. I will say that much, what I'm saying. There is hope because
yeah.
they are putting together some competition, and let's see how competitive these fellas gonna be. Even though we got a lot of younger guys in, we still need to put a
Yeah.
few more veteran pieces in the locker room to keep it
Hmm.
balanced. Uh, but for the most part, I respect what they doing. I ain't gonna complain about it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna
Again,
complain.
and I piggyback off what you're saying. There is some hope, knowing that we brought in Joe Milton the third, and not only that, but with this coaching staff, seeing how
Mhm.
their what that offense is going to look like, seeing what the defense is going to look like, who's going to play where. So, and even only that, but knowing that the draft is coming up as well, so there is some hope. We just hope that they do it right. That's the thing.
Right,
We hope that they do it right. Okay, so
right.
yeah, I agree with you. There is some hope there, man. Now that we got, and I'm gonna tell you right now, we're gonna see a lot. We're gonna see a lot of Joe Milton. We're gonna see a lot
I
because
believe
that.
we're gonna see a lot of Joe Milton.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
in the OTAs, it's gonna be
yeah,
like much. It's gonna be like his show because I don't know if
yeah.
Dak is actually gonna be able to run the plays right now. He'll probably be on the sideline still working out and getting his leg together, but dude, I guess I can say the good thing about this is, if and God forbid that it happens, but if Dak does go down, I think, we'll be in good shape that, the team can continue on with Joe Milton. So it's something to see.
I don't even, you know what though? To be honest with you, I don't even think Joe. I don't think Dak is gonna start the season. I don't think he's gonna play the first few games of the season. I don't,
And
because
that's
I
probably that's
mean
probably why they made this move.
that's why they made. I agree, agree. I believe Dak's not gonna the first two, maybe 3 games of the season. I don't expect Dak to be on that game fit. I really don't.
Well, what has happened now, Jerry has whoever, if it's Jerry, Stephen Jones, or Will McClay, they have done something that they've been trying not to do for the last 8 years, is bring competition to the game in the quarterback room. So now there's competition, and
It's
if
real competition.
if Joe Milton comes out here and he plays those 3 games and he hands the reins back over to Dak, and Dak do the same thing that Tony Romo did, we might be seeing a what goes around come around
Come around,
situation.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and that's usually how it is with the quarterback situation is due to your deterioration of your body,
Yep,
and not necessarily it has to do with, what I'm saying, what you're doing mentally in the game. It's just your physical side of the situation is just not up to par no more.
it's banged up.
Banged
So
up.
it's gonna be something to see, y'all. So you guys stay tuned. We'll see what happened. But yeah, we need to kind of watch closely now that Joe Joseph Ray Milton, no Joseph J. Milton is in the
Hmm.
house. So we're gonna see a lot of this guy, and I guarantee it's gonna
Yeah.
be cameras in his face, and he's gonna be
Oh yeah,
throwing these balls deeps. And I'm telling you, he's gonna get a lot of attention, dude. He's gonna get a lot of attention.
man. He gonna get a lot of attention, man. He can't let the D get him. He can't. He forget the Cowboys. He can't let the city of Dallas overwhelm him, man.
Yeah, you're right about that. But you know what? This one thing about, like I say, his throws are so he has so much confidence in his throws, and there's no hesitation. It's like when he's throwing it, he's popping it, and
Yeah,
that's the difference between that. Well, that's what separate quarterbacks. Someone
yeah,
that's
yeah,
decisive versus somebody's indecisive. Somebody's
yeah, yeah,
slow to
yeah,
pull the trigger versus somebody
yeah,
that pulls the trigger. So but that's one thing I see with Joe Milton, man. I mean, but again,
yeah,
we have to see what happened. Hopefully, this guy is able to come in and hold the fort down until Dak gets back. But hey, man, that's where we are, man. So anyway, with that being said, hey everybody, thank y'all for stopping through and sitting down with us. G, the #1 Cowboy fan and football junkie, where we do straight barbershop talk and we're unapologetic about whatever we say because it's our opinion. We are fanatics of our Cowboys boys, not your team, but our Cowboys. So we can say whatever we want to say, and don't you dare try to say anything about our Dallas Cowboys, right?
right.
All right, so do me a favor. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this video, and make sure you hit the subscribe button as well, because we're still trying to push this narrative of the algorithms of reaching more of our Cowboy fans and also raising our subscription. So, again, with that being said, like I always say, continue to stay safe and continue to be